Hey guys, what's up? We're here to bring you Power Rangers Megaforce.
Yay!
Oh man, this is a long overdue.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm glad that we're doing this because it was a very good end to this show, I thought.
Very good end and a lot of great episodes except one.
Yeah, absolutely. I concur with you on that. And it came out early too, and it was so weird because because the last 11 episodes, or I guess technically 12 if you think about it, because we went from episode 9 to episode 21. It was so weird because, I mean, they were going so well. Like, episode 9 was one of my favorite episodes. Episode 10 was really good, I thought, and episode 11 from a action-based standpoint is freaking amazing. And then there's the other episode. And it was weird because it was the first episode that we watched together.
Right?
It's probably the only episode of the entire show that we watched together, and I remember right after we had seen it, you turned to me and you were like, "Hey, can you let me edit this video when you're done with the recording?" I'm like, I think I can let you do that.
Like, we both had the same thought at that exact moment, like, this is possibly one of the worst episodes we've seen ever.
Oh my god. It's so
awful.
Man. Like, I don't even like referring to it. I don't like talking about it. Like, here's a good example. I'm sitting there watching Turbo, because I have that on DVD. And it's a Saturday morning, and so I'm like, oh, look, they're going to air an episode of Megaforce. I wonder if it's Endgame. Here we go. I change the channel, find out his last laugh, immediately go back to Turbo. That's how bad that is. I prefer Turbo over that. And I don't even think Turbo's that good. I hate that episode. Jesus.
Oh,
it was... it's definitely the worst Power Rangers episode I've ever seen.
Yep.
Because, I mean, you can take all your holiday specials and all of that other stupid crap, but I don't know.
But definitely the season for Robo Knight, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of the greatest characters ever that I've ever seen. It's just so... I can't even begin. It's just... Otherwise I'm going to just keep talking about it, so...
Yeah, definitely Robo Knight, great speeches, and one of the best battle sequences I've seen in in a while for the show.
Jeez. And I watched this on network television, and Endgame is the best episode that they put out. And I don't mind saying that. It's just, save the best for last. And I didn't even think it was necessary. Mm-hmm. Like, after I saw The Messenger, I was like, why not end the season just right here? You leave people on a nice cliffhanger. You don't have to go into building all this cast list. You can just leave it on the invasion looming over the Armada. That's it. We're done. We can go into a Super Megaforce. And then they just put this one out, and I'm like, okay, well, let's see. This is how good this episode is. Right in the middle, like, they cut to commercial, and I was just so very angry, because if you cut to commercial in the middle of a good episode, that's a sign that it is a good episode, because you will piss people off.
Oh yeah, I mean, I hated it. Like, oh, come on!
Like you would.
Right at the wrong moment. Can we do it like during like a break or something?
Yeah, just a break.
I mean, but definitely the way this episode, after they basically defeated one of the generals.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, are we just gonna take out Brock? I mean,
no. They defeat the main villain. Luckily, without Robo Knight, in an idiotic subplot. And I'm sorry, that subplot is idiotic. But they take out Malcor in some incredible feat. He literally almost kills them like 6 times. And then they take out him, Vrock, and the ship. And I'm like, well, there you go.
Not to mention...
Where the hell are we going to go from here? We have 2 episodes.
Yeah, not to mention, like, during that whole fight, they didn't even go into
Ultra Mode.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that like the Sensei footage, like that obviously happened a lot earlier, I think, in Sensei than we are in the season. I'm going to assume that that's what happened because Robo Knight's not there and they never morph into Ultra Mode.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, why? You could go into Ultra Mode. This battle would be so much easier going into Ultra Mode.
No, they gotta just repeatedly getting their asses kicked. It was
almost torture, and then just Robo Knight not being there. I was like, oh, come on. This is supposed to be the main like big head boss here, and Robo Knight's not even here. But whatever. It was a great episode.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought it was a good way. And the thing is, like, you can watch Human Condition, The Messenger, and Endgame. Like, that ends the season. All those 3 episodes, even though they're not multi-parters, they pretty much lead into each other. So they're good to watch in a full-on unit. As
for the characters, though, there wasn't really much build-up for any single character.
They dropped the ball on that one, and it's disappointing because, I mean,
we got a lot for Robo Knight. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you had 12 episodes. You couldn't at least get something with Troy in it, or
Troy. They threw Troy a bone here and there. They gave a couple to Emma, which I thought was weird,
and a couple to Blue Ranger.
Yeah, and they gave a few to Noah.
What they really need, though, is freaking Black Ranger and the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, they never got a character-focused episode. The only thing that we know about them as far as characters is their relationship with the other people who have better character development than they do.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as I can tell, Yellow Ranger knows the Black Ranger likes her.
Yeah, they mention that all the time, so if she doesn't know it, then she's just completely oblivious.
Yeah, and then that's it. That's all you know. Yeah, that's all you get to know.
That's all you get, and there's only so much you can do just based on personality. You have to delve into their characters. I would have thought that by the end, by the time we reached Endgame, it would have been more effective if you'd have built up this relationship, and then had them get into this situation where they have to have dialogue with each other. That would have been good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I felt kind of bad, but what it lacked for individual character development, it made up for in human and robotic development, which is weird to say.
Yeah, thematically, the whole season bases its idea on how strong is the human will, is humanity worth sacrificing for? And the entire season focuses on it, but the part where it peaks is when we get into the robot section, which is just all around fantastic. And the thing is, I didn't even like Rico the Robot when I saw it. As an episode, I thought it was kind of meh. And then I really started to think about it. I was like, wait, in the next episode, he's having a lot of conversations with... Robot Knight's having a lot of conversations with mental Alice. Why would he do that? What are they even talking about? They're trying to turn each other, or trying to better understand each other. Why doesn't he just kill her like he would any other creature? Maybe it's because, thanks to Rico the Robot, he's trying not to kill her. That's his ultimate goal, is not to end her life, even though he ultimately does.
Right, because Robo Knight, like they said, sees them as one of himself, and that they're just fighting for the wrong side.
Yeah.
But they see Robo Knight the other way around.
Yeah, as fighting for the wrong side, too. I thought that was very interesting.
Humans appreciate their fellow man, and we should respect the complex feelings they have for each other. Like a child missing his mother. Emotions are not a weakness. Failing to see that will be your downfall.
Because he takes out all these people. He took out the Rotox monster, or the Rotox robot. I don't know how I messed that up. Which I thought was really cool. One of the best lines they give to Robo Knight. I don't know if it was supposed to be taken seriously, because he disarms the thing in Megazord form, and it's just like, how about no hands, villain? I thought that was amazing. I loved it. But everything that they did with Robo Knight is absolutely fantastic.
But what was great about that, it was Robo Knight really did second guess himself.
Yeah,
he
hesitated a lot. He's not immediately going, because if you look at the first part of the season, he would just go in. This is the threat. This is something I have to deal with. forget everything else. Let's focus on this. And then as soon as he's like, "Oh, you're a robot," what?
And then it was, okay, I'm not going to fight with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there to fight whatever I need to be, but I'm not going to fight with you.
Yeah.
And then it comes to basically when the train's about to go down.
Yeah.
He says, don't give up, we should be fighting.
Right, yeah.
And that was...
I basically can't do this without you, so...
While we're on the subject of characters, we need to talk about the two characters that didn't need to be there, but yet were there and then just disappeared. Bloofer and...
Oh, yes. Here's the thing. About the mutants last episode for Go Say Ultimate, I had no idea what the pink guy's name was until that episode.
Neither. I didn't even know that.
That's not a good thing. They don't leave that much of an impression, and they don't do anything.
Like they get this.
That.
This is what's funny. They get this magical box. They use it once on a creature to test it. Never use it again until they use it on themselves.
Yeah.
And even then, they were so easily destroyed.
Yeah, it was so weird because, like, when they show up, they make a big impact. Like, okay, well, we obviously can destroy you people if we really wanted to. And then they don't do anything else. Like, what's the point of that? They come in, the Rangers throw, use all their weapons, attack, and they just stand there. Like, it didn't even phase them. I'm like, wow, they're pretty tough. I wonder what they're going to bring to the table.
But I think it's like something you said in your review. Like, if you would have thought they were a threat then, they're definitely not.
No, they don't do... Because it's... If they did stuff, I would, agree, but they don't do anything. They just kind of sit there.
I think the mutants had...
I think in the Sentai, the pink one, Biggs, as they call him, I don't care, he spins around a lot. I don't know why. It's very idiotic. It didn't make any sense to me.
And I think the mutants had a total of 4 episodes, and that's it. They did not needed to be there at all. Really, there was the introduction to them.
They got a pretty good 6 episodes, I thought.
No, I know
they don't do anything, so probably.
I mean,
would have been better if they did just 4. But I mean,
4 where they actually did something. I mean, come on, the other 2 where they're just there didn't really do anything.
Yeah, they just kind of stand around and be like, "Yeah, we're still here.
Hi.
Hi."
Catch you guys later.
Like, I'm honestly surprised that the Rangers knew who they were, because they didn't even know who Malcor was when he showed up. I find that hilarious.
Okay, I gotta say it. Like, he goes into a cocoon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he comes out, he's supposed to be stronger, yeah?
Yeah.
They defeat him in the regular form without going into ultimate mode, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean he was always weak from the beginning and that basically
pretty much.
Valcor could have taken him out at any time he chose?
Rock probably could have, yeah. I think he was just kind of picking his moment, which is why he, constantly calls him an idiot. And is constantly thinking a better strategy. But Rock is a strategist. He really doesn't care about Malcor as a person or as a character, because he just is. He's using him pretty much.
Yeah, but as far as I could tell, Malcor was one of the most forgettable villains ever.
Yeah, but then again, he's not really he's not supposed to be the big guy, which is bizarre because they do focus on Rock a lot, but he's not supposed to be until later, like when he becomes a robot.
Not even then, I mean...
Well, not even then.
But what's great to see is that they, close to the end of, the last 6 episodes, they keep referencing them.
Yeah.
Like, they're coming.
And we're just kind of like, who's coming? Wait, what?
And you knew something was going to come because it was supposed to be this big war, but I thought it was funny because Troy's looking at the statues, remember that? And she's like, well, what's wrong? And he goes, something just don't feel right.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's because you had a dream where you were fighting with everybody and there were suddenly tons and tons of little robots.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Want to bring that up again?
You want to mention that yet? No?
I mean, I'm just saying, I know you told them about it, but it's been a while.
Come on now, you've had a dream. You saw Robo Knight in there. That's got to tell you something no, we're not done here. This isn't it. I mean, if there's supposed to be an alien army, where's the fucking army? I mean,
I'm actually really surprised that he would go off and risk his life to go find Robo Knight. Where the hell did he go, man?
Yeah, like at the last episode, like this is Robo Knight's true shining moment where he has officially become one of the Rangers.
Yeah.
He literally sacrifices himself to save the Rangers and give them back their powers, and then just disappears into the ocean, supposedly. And
Yeah,
Troy just goes running after him to find him in the middle of a storm. Might I add something to that? What I thought was pretty good about that last episode is when they're walking away all glorious and stuff, and then all of a sudden go say, "Morph!" Wait, what? Morph! Like, don't question me.
Just do it. We don't have time for this. They are attacking right now.
Like, I thought that was like one of the best parts because they literally just like all you hear is go say "Morph." Like, my first thought would be, shit.
My first thought would be why, and then
I'd morph first.
no,
Then
oddly enough, you know, I do see your point because they the villains constantly reference like you don't know who's coming, you don't know what's going to happen, you're going to die. Essentially, is what Brock says before he leaves, and then they just still question. Wait, what? We won technically, kind of, sort of. Oh wait, the spaceship. Oh shit. It was weird.
Oh man, but that was a great. I just love just that one moment. Like it's all glorious theme, and then boom, shot straight back down.
Yeah.
Town's getting destroyed. And
Oh
everything.
god, yeah.
Like there was no mercy.
Everything. Like it's just all around destruction.
So I can't wait to see where they're gonna go with that.
And he can't get in contact with Gosei. He can't find Robo Knight, so they have only 2 Megaswords. I don't know.
Yeah, basically at this point they're down. They're basically down Robo Knight. Who knows what's gonna happen to Troy at this point?
Mm-hmm.
And the other Rangers are off on their own. Can't contact Gosei. Don't know what's happening, and don't know how they're gonna handle this situation.
Yeah.
Basically,
Basically, it was a great way to end the season because it's so instant and so much is going on to where when it immediately stops, you want to know what happens next.
another great thing, Metal Alice and Robo Knight.
Yes.
Great connection.
Yes.
Because in a way, you feel that Alice should probably be on the Rangers' side.
Yeah, because she's not evil. She's just following orders, and she's thinking in a logical standpoint. She's essentially where Robo Knight was at the beginning of his introduction.
Right. And she always references how the humans are killing the Earth, and if we take over, we would be saving it.
Yeah.
I mean, and she even protects her master at times, even when he's about to be blasted. And then what's great is whenever you see Brock protect her from getting blasted before he gains all his memories back.
Yeah. It was a good moment to have that because then you have so much dynamic with this one character, and who's the villain. Metal Alice is a villain, and you have the her relationship with Robo Knight, which goes back and forth, and they still keep fighting each other, but they don't want to destroy each other.
Yeah, and you obviously can tell, like, each one of them feel like they're holding back in a certain way.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you got her and Brock, and she's completely loyal to Brock entirely, but she doesn't know that he does not give he does not care at all about her.
I am sorry.
I thank you, Metal Alice, for being a loyal robot. But now you have been reduced to nothing but a casualty of battle.
Is this the end?
You are damaged and obsolete. You failed, and logically must be discarded.
Master?
Now, I must go. Goodbye.
Master!
You're ruthless, Brock.
Because as soon as she gets completely taken out by the Jet Megazord. Oh yeah, I guess they still have that one. So 3. But they still have, she gets taken out with the Jet Megazord immediately. He just makes another one. And just like, okay, well that failed. Let's move on.
Oh man.
I loved that moment though. Like their last conversation with each other is so heart wrenching and so cold. Like literally does not care at all. He says, "You are a broken piece of machinery. You are useless to me now," and just walks off. She explodes. There's that great image. She just explodes in the background, and he's just walking off. Like, there's nothing, and that's when you know that he's the bad guy, and that the Rangers are the heroes. Definitely. If it wasn't obvious when the show started, it is definitely obvious at that moment.
Definitely great season. Enjoyed it all.
Yeah.
Definitely some great, not the Rangers, but other character developments were done very well.
I really hope that we do go further into character developments for the Rangers next season. I don't need any more for Noah. I feel like one was enough. They tried to do another one.
Right, and we got a lot of. I can't wait to see who our real threat is. I can't wait to see how they're going to fight the army. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the statues, those little tiny statues of the past Rangers. And of course, if everybody hasn't noticed, Jason David Frank has been posting all about Megaforce and how he's ready to be back in the show. So I can't wait to see him.
Have you seen the trailer for Super Megaforce?
Not yet.
It's on YouTube. It popped up like a week ago or whatever. It's fantastic because it's basically all original footage.
Sweet. I mean, and I really can't wait. I mean, it'd have been nice if they could have got a bunch of old Rangers back. But who we're gonna get for now, I'm gonna enjoy that just as much. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see what happens to Robo Knight and how this will all play out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think about the show. In your sense, should they do some more character development? Do they need more Robo Knight? Do you think Robo Knight is dead? If you ask for our opinion,
he's not dead. Here's my theory about Robo Knight. He went into the ocean to the bottom where Brock's face was, and he's repairing himself. That's my theory. That's the only thing that makes sense. They're on the beach. Of course, he would just go into the water. And I don't know if he knows it's there, but I'm grasping at straws here.
And then, of course, we can't wait to see the Path Rangers, Jason David Frank, and a whole bunch of other ones. So, until then, ready? 3, 2, 1, and I'll see you, Mons, next time. Fuck yeah.
We're ready to morph into action! 6, working together to fight evil!
And stop Rita and all her menacing monsters!
From destroying our planet Earth! And ruling the universe with evil!
Look out, Rita! We're not backing down! We're the Power Rangers!
We call forth the magic! Together as one! United for all time! Power Rangers! Mystic Force!
Okay, guys. This is it. I just want to say that no Red Ranger has ever led a better team of samurai.
Jaden.
I'm honored to have fought beside you, and to call you my friends.
I know, we all feel the same way.
It all comes down to this.
Now! Use all of the symbol power you have left! It's go time! Samurai! Strike!
There's 2 things you guys need to learn about Dino Gyms. 1, you can't choose them. They choose you.
What's the other?
They go real well with Dino Morphers.
Aren't you a little old for this, Tommy?
I may be old, but I can still pull it off. Dino Thunder! Power up! Dino Thunder! Black Ranger!
We may not be Power Rangers anymore, and our Wall Source may be gone, but their spirits still live inside us! blazing lion!
We have one thing you orcs will never have! A heart! Alyssa in relay! Noble tiger!
That's one thing you can never take away from us! Taylor Earhart! Soaring Eagle!
And we're still Guardians of the Earth! Max Cooper! Sergeant Sharp! And we will never ever give up! Danny Delgado! Iron Bison! We'll fight with every last breath in us to save the world! I am Merrick Bellaton! Howling Wolf! Guardians of the Earth! United we rule!
I am the Blue Ranger. I'm the Black Ranger. I am the Red Ranger.
You can call me the Pink Ranger!
Incredible.
And I'm the Silver Ranger.
And I'm the Yellow Ranger!
I'm a ranger too!
Me too. I'm a Ranger. Yeah, and I'm a Ranger.
I can't believe this. Fine then. Destroy them all!
Hold it right there!
We are the Power Rangers. Them? Ready! Let's rock it!